Destiny 2 finally introduced exotic class items with the Final Shape expansion, and they are extremely powerful and can only be used on the Prismatic subclass. These class items are unique because they combine perks from two separate exotic pieces of armor, and in this video I will go over some of my favorite unique roles for the Warlock. Real quick, if you're looking for the best way to farm for these, first go to the Ghost in the Pale Heart and focus one of the perks that you're looking for. This will drastically increase your chances of getting the role you want to drop. Also, your first completion of the exotic mission Dual Destiny each week will award you with 2 class items, with each subsequent clear granting you another one. You can also get it to randomly drop from opening chests within the Pale Heart, but this method is pretty random. And lastly, you can buy one from Xur if he's selling it for 41 strange coins. And in the clips where I showcase what each class item does, I do not have any subclass aspects equipped unless it's necessary for the perks. This way I can show you the raw power of each class item, and that means that they'll only be more potent when you actually build craft into them. Alright, so first up is one that is a neutral role that I've been using all year. Spirit of the Vesper and Spirit of the Stag. Spirit of the Vesper lets your Rift periodically release arc shockwaves that deal damage and knock enemies back, and Spirit of the Stag increases damage resistance by 25% when you're standing in the Rift. This role is my go-to neutral game exotic. I've used it in raids, Grandmaster Nightfalls, and even PvP. The only downside is you have to use a Rift and stay put in it for maximum effect. But the extra survivability and crowd control are great features that will come in handy more often than not. If you're looking for a full build based around this item, then I'll have a video on the screen and in the description of the Rifter who goes over this role. Next up, we have a straight up DPS focus combo that still has yet to drop for me after dozens of attempts. Spirit of the Apotheosis and Spirit of the Star-Eater. Hang on, so I actually came back to splice this in while I was getting some gameplay footage for this video. I finally did get this role to drop for me, and it came out of a chest in the Pale Heart of all places. Apotheosis gives you extremely fast regen for your melee and grenade after casting your super, and Spirit of the Star-Eater gives you increased super damage. When you have full super energy, picking up orbs of power will give you a super damage increase up to 70% when you pick up 6 orbs. So this is great because you can send your super out at the boss and then immediately follow it up with 5 melee charges and 5 grenades. And if you're like me and haven't had any luck getting this role yet, Spirit of Inmost and Spirit of Star-Eater is a great alternative. You still get the super damage bonus, and Spirit of Inmost lets you use an ability, and then that gives you faster regen speed for the other 2 abilities for a short time. So you have one great neutral game perk, and then another more offensive DPS centered perk. Alright, the next role is the ultimate PvP class item, Spirit of the Ophidion and Spirit of Harmony. Ophidion grants you 35 free handling points to your weapons, and Harmony grants increased super energy if you get kills with a weapon matching your super's element. And yes, this works in PvP. Ophidion is great because it lets you swap your weapons way faster than normal. And for Harmony, as long as you match your super's element to your weapon, you will get your super back pretty fast as long as you're getting kills. This combo is made for PvP and can be the difference between you getting your super faster than the enemy or even twice in one match. This is the perfect neutral game PvP exotic. Alright, next up is another Rift-based combo, but wait, it's a lot different than the other one from earlier. This unique combo is Spirit of the Filaments and Spirit of the Starfire. Filaments grants you Devour when you cast an empowering rift, and also damage dealt by you and your teammates while in the rift, recharge the rift faster. And Starfire grants increased grenade regen when you damage enemies with an empowered weapon. So for this, you will actually use an empowering rift. This intrinsically gives you more weapon damage when standing in it. But wait, what about the healing? Well, for every kill you make while Devour is active, you get healed. So you basically have a rift that gives you and your team a damage boost, grants Devour on cast, and gives you free grenade and rift energy for shooting enemies. And the Rifter also has a build for this as well, so I'll leave that up on the screen and in the description if you're interested. Alright, before we get to the last class item, I wanted to give an honorable mention to Spirit of the Necrotic and Spirit of the Synthoceps. This combo is super fun if you pair it with the Lightning Surge aspect and Arcane Needle melee. You get 3 uppercut charges that inflict arc damage, poison damage, and increased damage from Synthoceps if you are in a cluster of enemies. It's a very fun build that isn't super practical in high-end activities, but it's great in just about everything else. So the last class item also features Spirit of the Necrotic, as well as Spirit of the Swarm. Spirit of the Necrotic inflicts poison damage on melee that spreads to other enemies on death, and the Swarm releases 2 Threadlings upon destruction of a Tangle. This build is decent on its own, but pair it with Thorn or Osteostriga for its full potential. These 2 weapons have a special interaction with Spirit of the Necrotic, and let you inflict and spread poison with the weapons themselves instead of the melees. Pair it with an Arcane Needle melee to wipe out entire rooms from poison spreading, all while generating tangles that can be shot or thrown to summon Threadlings. It is such a fun feeling to walk into a room, throw a melee, and shoot an enemy and just watch them all fall over and die. So those were 5, well I guess 6, maybe even 7, of my favorite exotic class item roles for the Warlock. Each of them specialize in certain aspects of the game and are my go-tos for most situations. And if you like this video, I have plenty of other Destiny videos, so I'll throw those up on the screen now. Comment your favorite class items below, and as always, thank you for watching.